Hey folks, Dave here with creekbeaterstv. We're doing a last minute fishing trip. As you can see, it's very windy. It's supposed to be rain for the next week. It's supposed to have 5 inches of rain coming from this storm that was down south. Hit, I think it was Alabama and them. But anyway, it's supposed to be rain. We got bluebird skies. We just got a lot of super windy conditions. So I've waited and waited for this big rain. It never came. So you know what that means. Let's go. I'd be glad to have you along. Hey, thanks for joining us this week on creekbeaterstv. I'm Dave. I'm your host. Let's rock. There's one. Here we go, guys. All right. Little guy, but gets the skunk out. I'm not a big fan of these hooks. I mean, they're great hooks, but boy, they get that tongue. So many tongue hookups. Looked like something got a hold of him. Can you see it right there? Well, I'm out here fishing my favorite type of fishing again. Rubber worms. I absolutely love worm fishing. I told Lawson I was going to come out here and try to catch some bluegill and see if we couldn't catch some big old bass on bluegill, but I didn't have everything together and ready for that. I was thinking I wasn't going to be able to fish this weekend due to the weather, and I was wrong. Ooh, I have one. Oh, it's still there. Woo, that felt good right there. All right, guys, I might have come up on a bit of a pattern. Let that thing sink. This is a deep channel right out in here, and I have not been practicing enough patience. I let it sink down to what I'm guessing is bottom, which I think is actually the top of the moss. Man, they are lighting it up. I don't think they're big ones, but there's a bunch of numbers of them. I know that. What they don't have in size, they have in numbers. So let it go all the way to the bottom. Let it rest out there. And they're taking it and just running with it. There's no mistaking a bite. What I'm doing now, since I know this is how I have to fill them, is I'm keeping the rod tip real high. Okay, that way if I do get the bite, I got that much room to let them run. You know, I can bring it rod tip down to the water, and they've got 7 or 8 feet there to run with it before I set the hook, because they're running so fast I can't keep up with them. I've had my line down here and I couldn't keep up with them. So what I got to do, bring that rod tip real high. If I feel the bite, go down to it. I'm using these Magnum worms, okay? There, I'm measuring on my arm. They're 10-inch worms, okay? And what bass will do is they tend to hit this first. So you got to give them a chance to come up and get the hook. So you don't just set the hook right away on them. You got to let them run a little bit. That's why you've seen me count to 10 and so on. I'm giving them time that they need to get that hook. Today I'm not going to go to 10. I think I'm going to give them a 5 count and then try to get them. When they're aggressive, they seem to take that a little bit faster. So the last couple times I've fished for these, they've been extremely aggressive. Yep, I had one. I had a bite. There, he's there. Still there. Yep, he let her go. I think that was a bluegill. Well, that's good. The red shad got a bite then. So I know both collars are reds getting bit. That was a little bitty dude. Man, he hammered that. He didn't even, I mean, he hit it and left. He was gone. Right in the tongue. There you go, guys. Another small guy. Okay, that last fish, he hit that thing and he was gone so fast. I didn't have time to count or nothing, and he just choked it. So I might speed up my hook set a little bit. 'Cause he was small, ain't like he was big, you know, to engulf it. He's got it. He's got it. 1, 2. That was better. That was a better. Yeah, I didn't get him down in the tongue. Even though he's a little guy. I was in the roof of the mouth. Still in there. Deep. Boy, these hooks just go so far back in there. It's crazy. Come on, I got you, buddy. Come on. Now quit. Okay. There we go, guys. About a 7-pounder. Hey. It's my story. Let me tell it. What I'm doing today, guys, I'm gonna throw a small white rooster tail, try to catch a bluegill or two, a bluegill actually, and then I'm gonna throw it out. Throw it out on a bobber. There we go. There we go. It's a big old red breast. I'm gonna say that's too big for what I'm wanting to do. So he gets a free pass today. This isn't what I expected to catch, but it did. It caught me a little guy. There we go. What's that? Looks like a crappie. It was. That's a nice little crappie, man. That was about probably a 12, 13-inch crappie. Well, I decided to throw the worm a little bit. I wasn't catching any bluegill. I started talking to kids across the way here and telling them to throw a weightless worm. So I told them I'd try to catch one and see if I can show them how to do it, I guess. I got that on video. Yeah. That's a fisherman's life, man. All right. Just caught another tree. Just got another sunbird, redbreast. So this one's not gonna have the same fate that the other one did. I am gonna hook this one up and try for the big dog. I feel so bad doing that. Okay, good. There we go, guys. Got him hooked up to my Lew's rod. I'm gonna end up putting him about 3 feet deep or so. Probably more than that. Let's try 4 feet. Throw him out there and see what happens. All right, folks. I don't know if you can see it or not. There's the bobbers out there. Got the bluegill on it. So let's just see what happens. Meanwhile, we'll throw the old worm a little bit and open up the reel on this so if I don't catch it, my rod doesn't take off. Okay, you can see, hopefully you can see that bobber right out there. That bluegill's beating it up a little bit. So hopefully it just takes off like crazy, and if it does, oh, it just stood up. It's got to be the bluegill, obviously. All right, I changed locations before it gets dark here. Come down here thinking, I set the bluegill up shallow, thinking that any fish coming in and out of here, it's got to go by him. So throw this rooster tail out here. See if we can't catch something on a rooster tail while we're waiting on that to go off. Right as I shut my camera off, this little guy got on my line and took off. He was hungry. Come on. Come on, little dude. I saw him move the weeds and everything to come out and get this worm. Then he picked it up and took off with it like it was his last meal. That's not a bad 6-pounder. Oh man, it's a lot of work for this little guy. All right, guys, I just threw that bluegill back out, and he is very, very active. I mean, extremely active. So that could be good news for us. Now it's going into that channel how I wanted it to before. Oh, there's something. Looks like a little largie right in the tree. Yeah, a largemouth right in the tree. Come on, get out of there. Get off. Come on. Alright, I'll come get you. There she goes. Another 4-pounder. There we go. Yeah, that's a good 4-pounder. Good gentle release. Well, folks, I'm going to throw over here a few times, and I'm going to call it. I tell you what, while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and do an outro for you. This is Dave, Creekbeaters TV, folks. We're glad you joined us this week. I tell you what, do us a favor and watch the videos till the end. Give us a like. That gets us up in the YouTube algorithm a little bit higher so that we can be seen by more people. So if you think what we're doing is worth it, you know, do that for us if you would, please. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and all that. So I'll tell you what, guys, this is Dave for Creekbeaters TV saying, if I don't see you later, I'll see you later. It's crazy. I've thrown over there half a dozen times, didn't get him. All right, that's it. Ouch. We're going to end it right there, guys. Thanks for watching Creekbeaters TV.
What are you talking about? Creekbeaters TV? That's awesome.